should be. I don't even know, man. we're just playing this by ear.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a sip of my drink.
Be careful. It's a dangerous move right before the pod.
Yeah, dude. When
the noise.
The moonshine shot, dude.
Is that? I remember you took a sip of beer once and it made that really awkward sound.
Yeah.
I lost my shit.
We all were geeking.
Oh, man.
Good times.
Oh, that was the first one, right?
Your episode, yeah.
My first, okay.
Just double check, camera's recording. Looking good. All right. Joe, you want to lead the way?
What do I do? I just go like, hey, welcome back to the Endless Enjoyment Podcast. I'm your host, Joe's Hose.
Hey,
and for the first time ever on the Podski, we have our guest, Chenzo.
Yes, sir.
What's it like being on that side?
It's interesting for sure. I don't think I've sat in this chair during the pod. Actually, not true. In the unreleased episode 21 of me and Kevin's lost file footage, I was sitting in the seat right here. And no, I think I was sitting in the one we re-recorded anyway, so that's not true. I've been in the seat before. But I was interviewing Kevin in that one as the new host. But anyway.
It just shows how great Kevin is at being a host. You got me to do this one. So I guess I'm better than Kay Shay and Kev. Have either of them hosted an episode?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like a
by themselves?
Yeah, by themselves.
Interviewing me? No. So this is a first. Yeah. So basically where the idea for this came from, though, was when we did the episode with your roommates, Aaron and Dan, Witch Culture. The Boys in Witch Culture, the band. So when we did that episode and I finished editing it and released it, we were hanging at your house for like a few hours. Like I probably came over there like 10.
I was hammered.
And we talked to like 4 in the morning, dude. And it was just such like great positive vibes. And a lot of it was about, the music that I was working on at the time and put out. So it was like super, I don't know, just positive vibes for me moving forward, and just glad that I have friends that I can talk to about these things, especially other artists, and in different genres too, because it's all music, man. So, but you said in that conversation, you were like, it sounds like you need to be on a podcast episode, right? So if no one's reaching out to me to do an episode in Nashville, then I'll put matters into my own hands. And I was like, yo, what if like you guys hosted an episode with me as the guest, and you can ask like these questions and we can have these conversations, and I will be able to tell everybody else like what I'm working on through that, because I don't know, you guys were just asking good questions and it allowed me to open up about my creative process. And I really appreciate that.
So. Absolutely. I hope the questions today will be just as good, because I don't remember what I asked.
This man was turned up.
Because I think that was the night that is that the night that I fucking, oh God, I did the ab-lib on a song, and then we came back after. Was it that night?
Oh, it was not that night.
I know it was a wine night, and I just remember that.
Right? Yeah. So we'll get into talking about you doing the ad-lib too when we get to
oh boy,
those vibes.
All right.
But so like since then, when did we put that episode out? I'm gonna check real quick.
It was before the new year.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Was it?
Because it was before we did the ad-libbing too, so it's probably like, I'm gonna say November.
I was gonna say it was
right, because it was for the pod's anniversary. It was It was early November for sure.
God damn, it's been that long
since you've been on the pod, yeah. So welcome Joe Moran back to the pod. Today he's hosting it though.
Three times.
Yeah, that's why it might be a record, honestly, dude.
Let's go.
Most appearances on the pod. Joe Moran sliding in there.
Breaking glass ceilings.
Shattering. It's so much fun to be just here with you, man. You're one of my good friends, obviously, from college. And Well, after college, we found out that you lived down the street from me, pretty much, like the town over.
Mm-hmm.
So we would meet up and go to Buffalo Wild Wings all the time.
Oh,
Not all
yeah.
the time,
No,
but every
but-
once in a while
yeah.
we'd meet up and just catch up when we weren't in school
Mm-hmm.
and at home. College was
Yeah.
a fucking blur. Hey, 100 views on your episode with Dan and Aaron.
Hit 100,
Yeah, so we
bitches.
dropped it on the pod's anniversary, which is November 11th. It was the pod anniversary.
that day.
So it was that night that I went over your crib
Oh,
and
jeez.
your apartment, and we were just talked for hours, dude. And I was like, why aren't we fucking rolling right now, dude? It was gold.
It was. What I remember. It was some good conversations.
Hell yeah. So I guess that brings us, since November 11th, I dropped the 2 EPs and 3 singles since then.
Mm-hmm.
No, 4 actually, because
4.
one of the singles was on one of the projects, one of the EPs.
Okay.
So
Yeah. That sounds right. I'm super prepared for this. I know exactly what order they came out in. That was a joke, by the way. I have no idea.
Yeah, in that case, like that's where I will somewhat take the lead in the pod.
Yeah, I'll ask the questions. But you guide me.
Yes, sir, I got you. So that brings us to like the first project that I released in November 19th. I dropped "Wake Up and Enjoy,"
Mm-hmm.
which was the lo-fi project, lo-fi rap, really short. It was what, 6 songs?
Yeah, it's 5 or 6.
5. Yeah.
It's 5 or 6.
Listen to it anyways. I don't know why I'm like, right?
We have the information here,
I
and
know.
you released it. How do you not know? What the fuck was that?
Sounds good.
Was that a child? Oh
A
man.
child.
I don't
All
know.
right, so yeah, "Wake Up and Enjoy" was 6 songs.
6
And I
songs,
had
okay.
the one single, "Can't Get Much Higher." I'm on one, which you
Oh,
helped me
boy.
film the music video for
Oh,
downtown
boy.
over the summer.
that was a fun one.
Man, so I guess like before we dive into like listening to it again, I guess we could start like my influences and how it started, like the idea for it.
Yes, but so like, because you were, for the most part, more turn good vibes, upbeat thing. Like, what made you decide to do like a lo-fi project, kind of like that, like a more chilled out? Because I don't think that's anything you'd really
Tap
done
into,
that
right?
much, if any.
I think it goes well though with the brand, so like Endless Enjoyment, and my usual like stoner, like chill vibe, like more upbeat vibes, I guess. But in terms of like it being lo-fi, like I don't know, like, I think these songs are like super chill, right? They're good vibes that you could smoke to, but that wasn't like my intention with it. I guess it was meant to be more light and like flowy, I guess. I don't even know, and just like and positive. So where it goes back to like college, man, like Jake Palin put me on to like, he was producing lo-fi vibes early in college, and that just turned me to, I don't know if it was him exactly that pushed me to like listen to this radio station on YouTube. It's called Coffee Shop Radio Lo-Fi 24/7, something like that. Anyway, so like I would always listen to that just as like background music almost, if I needed, like if I'm working on writing stuff or organizing my lyric binder that I have and everything that I got, then that's like good background music, especially if I'm staying up late and like you don't want to always be just blasting music. You need time where you can just actually think, and that music allows a lot of ideas to come to mind when you're just kind of enjoying its nature of like, I don't know, it's really like jazzy too, and like just unpredictable. I feel like some lo-fi songs. So that was, even in college, me and Will had an idea to do like a mixtape or a project of like those types of beats, and we would have like radio personalities on it while we did it, like like a late night like radio, like you're now tuned in to the chill vibes of like lo-fi Chenzo and Willie G. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you
something
mean.
like that.
Yeah,
And
I think like Queens of the Stone Age or something like that. Just have like the, like, not skits, but like little intermission break things.
Yeah, in between tracks
Yeah.
and connecting it all. I think that would still be cool to do, but honestly, it goes. All right, I'm just thinking, man. So, because I have like different ideas forming to come together for this project to happen. So, last year, almost a year ago exactly, I dropped the No Contact mixtape, and on there was a song called Inside, and that was a lo-fi song. On the whole project was more like alternative rap. That song specifically was more lo-fi, and it was real. Like I loved it so much, and it was just fun for me to sing on it. And I knew I was like, wow, like I could do more lo-fi stuff, and I already had beats that I knew that I liked from even like almost a year before. So it goes back to like when we graduated. That's where it goes back to this project. The Wake Up and Enjoy goes back to us graduating New Haven that summer, and my parents were selling my childhood home. So I would have to leave the house.
Yeah.
And I was listening to another, like, have you ever heard of like Chill Hop? Like it's like kind of like a brand, I guess. And they have like their own compilation albums that they drop seasonally. So like every season they have like the winter essentials playlist or the spring essentials playlist. And actually, I think most of the songs on Wake Up and Enjoy, besides like one, were from either the spring 2021 compilation album or the spring last year compilation album. So it's like these spring vibes almost from the last 2 years, and then another beat that I found from the radio station, you know, that. So when I would leave and go, when my parents are doing open houses and shit, selling the house, I'd leave, right? So I would go to Blue Hills in Canton.
Yeah.
Right? And just, it's an easy hike, dude. So just hike it up, and I'd just be chilling, smoking at the top and stuff, listening to these, like, chill vibes. And I remember getting the ideas for 2 of the songs just, like, standing up there. In 2021. This is June 2021. I'm getting the ideas for the song Traveling on there and Polyamorous, which is interesting because like Polyamorous was like the last song that I finished, you know. And then I was getting ideas of it that early. Just the idea of like I'm married to myself, I'm married to the game.
Yeah.
I guess you could say it's a polyamorous thing. Like I came up with that just fucking around, smoking on Blue Hills, and saying with traveling all around the world. Like I had no idea like what the rest of the lyrics were, but I knew the song was gonna be about me manifesting like I'm gonna travel all across the world.
That's cool.
So that's where it really goes back to summer of 2021, and then it doesn't happen until we move down here. Literally a few days before you moved, a month later, but a few days before I moved here, I can picture it. I was driving to my buddy Justin and Stephanie's house to say bye to them. They were having me and was K-Shay there? I think. Yeah, but yeah, it was me. K-Shay was there. A couple of my other buddies were just meeting up, like say bye and have some dinner there. And I was listening to the beat for Wake Up and Enjoy. No, that's a lie. I was listening to I'm On One. Like that beat. So I was getting those ideas for I'm On One, driving to their house. Just like little melodies like, and I really can't get much higher than this, or something like that.
Yeah.
And you know, and it just took like, I kept listening to as I moved down, getting settled in here, smoking on the deck out here, just like the ideas came to me. Like I remember like in the shower one day, I came up with the first line where it was like, I got a lot more than I can give. Thank God I got gifts like Santa Claus. Like I came up with that just fucking around in the shower because I was just listening to that beat so much. Eventually ideas are going to come out.
Yeah.
How am I going to enter the first verse? Like I know this part right here is supposed to be the verse. How am I going to flow into it? And I just started like that. And then I kept writing. I recorded a demo. I remember you came over and I showed it to you.
That, yeah.
Just playing the beat off my laptop and, you know, rapping in. Like, this is my idea for the song. So that it took time. So that was like by August. No, I remember it was June. I recorded I'm On One right before Bonnaroo. And then probably, you know, a month or so, a couple weeks later, Tommy Vasa, shout out Tommy Vasa, my guys mixed and mastered almost like all my songs in the last 2 years probably. Love you. And but so lose my train of thought so bad.
I feel bad. I was supposed to lend Tommy a bass senior year, and I never did it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tommy.
So we're talking about I'm on one. So yeah. So by I dropped the single in August, and me and you filmed the video, and I edited that myself and put that out as a single. And then I worked on finishing the rest of the other 5 songs for the November 19th release. So over the course of the next few months, I was focusing on this project while also working on another EP with different vibes.
Yeah, that was something I wanted to ask. Like, you said this goes back to like 2021. So like, what is your like organizational process when you're working on like 3 different projects at once over the span of multiple years? Like, how do you, like, if you just can't get one of them down, do you just, I'm gonna table that, move on to something else? Or if you're really onto something but then another one just like,
eye, right?
do you switch off, or do you table it? Like how do you juggle so many different styles of projects over such a period of time? Like, how's your process?
I feel like I can't focus on one at a time. I can't. Like, because in my day, I listen to so many different types of music. You know, I like to like rage out, or I like to relax and just listen to like some instrumental lo-fi, or I like to rock out and listen to some more alternative rock music, you know, or even I've been getting to more of the EDM vibes lately. So in terms of like organizing it, I have a huge binder that's pretty much has all the lyrics that I've written in the last 3 years. So like maybe the first 2 years I wasn't really saving everything that I was writing, but I've saved everything. And like all the finished stuff is in one part, you know, one section of the binder. I have another section of the binder that's like filler paper for me to write new notes, and like a lot of ideas are kept like at the front of the filler paper, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So there's like some notes that I just have, like lyrics just random, like, and occasionally I'll just go back and see if it will work for something that I'm working on. And in terms of like individual projects, like you've seen my room, I have the mirrors with the projects written on, like, so like right now I have like the 2 projects I'm focused on working on, what I know of what I need to record and whatnot. And then also in the binder, like I'll have like a stack of each project, pretty much is like any miscellaneous lyrics that could be associated with that project, and then like almost like a cover page of like, this is the name of the project, here's a pending track list, here's my ideas, and like basically any like ideas or vibes that come to mind, like what I want it to be. And basically just keeping that vision over time as I'm working on different things, right? So
no,
does that make sense, right?
Yeah, no, I know, I get you.
So it's like I'm always working on different music. Like I can't just stay, even when I was making more sad music, none of the music I'm working on is sad now, which is fucking awesome because it's making me feel fucking great. But even when I was sad, like I knew I couldn't dwell in that, you know. It's okay to work on those songs and feel those emotions, but like you have to start working on more positive music, which is crazy because even like some of the songs that I'm about to put out, like a couple of them on this upcoming project I'm going to drop, I wrote back then. I wrote the summer of 2018, I started rapping. I have a song called I'm Good. Basically manifesting that, because back then, like I wasn't sure. I was like, I wasn't good back there in terms of like mentally or like even like musically, like confident, you know? And it's just crazy that a song that I wrote 5 years ago is still like basically it's more true now than like, you know, I manifested those things and that attitude of life of being like, I'm good with what I have, I'm grateful and stuff. It took me time to develop that mindset.
Yeah.
Where now I can deliver it confidently.
So on a song like that where you wrote it 5 years ago, when you come back to it for a project like this, how much editing goes into that song?
Barely any at all, honestly. It's more of just getting it confidently. Being able to deliver it confidently is the way to go. And practice. Like, never let up. that single I dropped on New Year's was a several-year-old song, too. I wrote it maybe 3 years ago. And the fact that I had listened to that beat so many times, and honestly, the lyrics of that did not change really at all. It was just like being able to deliver it confidently. And when I finally recorded it this summer, Tommy killed it first mix. I said, no notes. Dude, that's what I said. No notes. If you know the scene in New Girl I'm talking about, it's a legendary scene. But we're going all over the place, which is fine. I'm enjoying it. But we were talking about how Wake Up and Enjoy came together, which was basically with like the lo-fi influences early, even like 2 years ago when we graduated, to making the lo-fi song on No Contact last year, and then finally committing to it. Basically, when I made I'm On One, I was like, did I'm On One, I was like, I'm clearly good at this, you know? I should make more of this type of music, even if it's just like a couple songs, like an EP, short, sweet, just to the point, in which that's what I think Wake Up and Enjoy is. It's 6 songs at 15 minutes. Like, if you were to listen to this, talking to me mostly, and I should do it, like, if you listen to this every morning, you would realize, like, how much I've grown, how appreciative you are to be alive and stuff, and I should listen to my own music more, because that's what it was meant. So one day I was sitting right where you were, like, when I first moved in here last April, and I heard the beat for the first track, the intro track, Wake Up and Enjoy. And just like at some point just being fried in here, you know, fucking around, just mumbling to the melody or whatever till something came. Like, I just came up with the Wake Up and Enjoy. And it was just like, not that just that's gonna be a great chorus, like, that's a way to live by. There's 2 things that you need to do every day. Get the fuck up and enjoy yourself. You know, that's all you gotta do. Just don't let anything get in your way, and but like, do things that are going to make you feel better. Like, you can't sit and dwell and be negative. You just gotta, you know, when you get knocked down, you get back up and you find a way to make it work. And yeah, I guess you want to listen to it now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go in the first track. Wake Up and Enjoy. Any comments? So that we just listened to the first track off Wake Up and Enjoy, titled Wake Up and Enjoy, produced by G Mills and Arbor.
No, I like that one. It definitely it had that the same, because I think the last time I listened to this, I was also probably
gone, and it wasn't finished either. You heard I was probably showing you before, like, Tommy gave me the final mix.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, no, it catches the same vibe. I'm basing it all off I'm On One.
Yeah,
because that's the one I know the most. But yeah,
sure.
it catches the same vibe. Yeah, it was just feel good.
Just rise and shine. Like, that's the type, like, those keys went crazy on it, dude. And what else was I going to say? Also, I was writing this song when my Auntie Debbie had passed away. So I had originally not had that line where I said, R.I.P. to Auntie Doobie, I'm going to do this for you, see, you know. So shout out my Auntie Debbie. I actually saw her for the last time ever a year ago today at my going away party. So, like, it's special that, you know, she was there supporting me, and she would have loved to hear that song, you know, and that part of the song wouldn't have been in there, you know, that hadn't happened. But it's super unfortunate, but you got to appreciate the people you got in your life, and I love all my supporters, and I love my family, and it's a fucking blessing. And my friends, you too, bro. Your family at this point, dude. So the second song is just like keeping the ball rolling right off the bat. It's called Keep It Pushing. Produced by Elior.
I like the guitar in that one.
Yeah, it's super vibey.
I like that a lot.
Almost like islandy, wavy vibes. But also, like, I'm coming, like, yeah, we keeping it moving and grooving on that shit. And honestly, I like how, like, I kept going even when the beat was fading out.
Yeah, that makes sense, you know, and keep it pushing.
Like, I'm giving it my all.
You
like.
kept going.
Yes,
yeah, it's like a metaphor in itself.
True.
It's cool.
And it wasn't on purpose. It was just like, that's just how it came out.
It's like 8 Mile.
I don't know about
Fuck
that.
a beat.
But, yeah, so that was the second track. Move on to the third, Traveling. Produced by Anbu.
I remember you telling me about putting Italian in a song.
Yeah, dude.
I remember you telling me about that.
I was just going to comment on that. So, yeah, that's a first. So, in the song Traveling, my goal for that song was to have a portion of it where I speak in Italian. Not that I can speak Italian, you know. I've taken a class in college, you know. That was it, you know. It's similar to Spanish, though, which I took a lot of my life before college. But anyways, you know, I'm Italian. My family's Italian. I have a lot of family in Italy that support me on Facebook. You know, they see me out here grinding, doing the tunes. And although they can't understand it, they're very supportive. So I was like, I need to do something for them. So what I said was, Ora ancora tanto amore per la mia famiglia in Italia, yeah. And I always will. I'm thankful. So basically what I went there in Italian, I said, I have so much love for my family in Italy. And then I said, and I always will. So, you know, so I just try to do that seamlessly because I want to do like the performance clips that I would usually do. I still got to do it for this song and then post it on Facebook. So that's something for my family out in Italy. So shout out them. You know,
It's cool.
thanks, bro. And then another line that just caught my attention listening to it was, and I've been talking a lot about it recently with friends or at work, was that I'm just here to learn, grow, and have fun, dude. And the fact that I'm so passionate and I love what I do and I have fun doing it is why I'm going to be so successful. It's why I am successful. And like money, it's not about the money, but money is going to be a byproduct of me being passionate and having fun. I'm gonna have so much fucking fun. I'm gonna make a fuck ton of money doing it, you know? It's not about that, you know? It's more about just like, am I doing it for the right reasons? Because I live and breathe this shit, you know? And if you're so young and you're just, or anybody, like, you know, God willing, you live a long life, right? You're bound to fuck up at some point, dude. Like, so you gotta accept that. Accept the fact that you're going to make mistakes, learn and grow from it, and have fun. Move forward from it, you know?
Absolutely.
It's amen. Just gotta say it. So, next song. Can't get much higher. I'm on one. Yeah. Like I said, I think that's one of my best songs.
I'm on one. What a time.
You said that's your favorite song of
Oh,
mine that you've heard?
Yeah.
Damn, yeah.
It might partially just be because, you
were
know,
a part of such
I was there for like all of it.
Yeah, from it being recorded to filming the video to putting it out.
I wonder how, I think it was the guy on the bike.
Yeah, just cruising by, dude. That's such a great scene, dude.
Someone stopped right behind you.
Oh, yeah, and I was not paying attention, dude.
In the drone. It was freaking me out.
So go check out the music video for I'm On One is out now on my music. Music video for I'm On One is out on my YouTube channel. And I think, that's just like good vibes. That brings us back to like last summer, bro. You know,
oh, yeah.
Capturing, there's just those good vibes of like being like I'm on one, just feeling so good to be in Nashville and having fun. And you know, I can't get much higher than this. Like, I'm good with what I have. You know, if I could keep doing this for the rest of my life, I'll be fine. I said that, you know, because like I'm just super, like, if I can spend time with my friends and make music and do what I love, and like even now with like the new job, like I love what I do more than ever. It's like I could do this forever, you know, like I don't need to blow up and be a pop star. I can just continue to do what I'm doing. But hey, I just know it's going somewhere even crazier though.
That's what it's all about though. As long as, like, not to say don't, you know, shoot for it, but as long as you're happy and content with what you're doing, keep doing it. While striving to be better all at the same time.
Exactly, yeah, for sure. And that's a big part of everything. I'm always striving to be better. And that's why I'm always working on so much music and trying to get ideas out because I'm trying to grow, man. I want to be the best I can be.
As you should. That's what everyone should do.
And grow naturally, too. Like, just fucking get ideas out. Some of them are going to be bad. You got to cream will rise to the top, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So also something I wanted to point out with that is, yeah, definitely one of my better songs. Super fun to perform too. And it's funny, the intro on there too is my cousin. I was on the phone with him. He called me, FaceTimed me he was hanging out with our other brother George. And shout out D-Boy. They FaceTimed me like literally as I was finishing recording it. I think I just finished recording it, still had the Logic project open, and he was FaceTiming me and I showed it to them real quick. He's like, dude, let me record like an intro or something on that. I was like, you hear me go, say something, dude, say something. He's like, Chenzo and the stew, cuz. And it beat drops like a couple seconds after that. It was perfect. So you just keep that. I love just like personal elements adding to a song, like what we did with you too. We'll get into that. Just making it more special and more unique and more personal to me. Song number 5, "Rest of My Life," produced by Can't Get Much Higher, produced by Gustav. Shout out Gustav. What a name.
Gustav.
And song number 5, "Rest of My Life," produced by Zen, Benji, and Nai Mano. So that was "Rest of My Life."
Yeah, you dropped the project name in it. It's always fun to do that.
What?
That time, wake up and enjoy. You popped it in.
Wake up and enjoy it all. I wanted to make a comment about that last line too. So guess what? I actually foreshadowed the name of one of the next projects in that line too at the end.
Uh-oh.
And I'm gonna tell you what it is. So what I said at the end, right at the part you were talking about, at the end it said, "Life is hype. Hone in that feeling for the rest of your life." And what was the line? Hold on. And grow, evolve, wake up, and enjoy it all. Right? So that's what I said. The name of the hyper pop EDM club banger fucking project I'm working on that's coming out this summer is called Yes, Life is Hype. The affirmations we need out here.
See, there you go. Look at that.
It's gonna be turned up and just like fun,
Dude's thinking ahead.
For sure. I'm scheming. I've been scheming, dude. They said this is like years in the making, not just like that song, not that song, but like, or even this new project. It's all new shit, or like the Life is Hype one.
Mm-hmm.
But just like everything is like compounded to this moment. It actually brings me to one of the other lyrics that I heard in The Rest of My Life was, I say, "Baby steps turn into mountains." Basically, me and my bro Matt were talking about this earlier too, about like your moves compounding in like almost like a snowball effect. You start gaining momentum. Like right now, I've been so consistent for so long. I feel like I have so much momentum that I could do something really big in Nashville like now. Like nothing's holding me back besides me. Like I can. Matters are in my own hands.
Yeah, no, it's all about just getting yourself into the position and then pulling the trigger. We
out here. So we got one more song left, "Polyamorous."
I like the in the beat. It's almost like an open hi-hat in the back. It's just a cool sound. It sounds like an open hi-hat and it closes. I was like fixed on that. It was such a cool. It sounds really cool to me.
I remember. So that was "Polyamorous," the outro track, produced by Hans and Maxo. And I remember when we had that conversation after we put your pod episode out with the boys about the outro on there, about kind of like summing up the whole project. Like if you didn't get what I was trying to convey this whole last 5 songs, here it is at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think like I said that not for word, but this is what I was saying in the outro was like, I'm not going to beat myself up and I'm going to commit to myself and my growth and my music because that's what I love, and just expressing the gratitude for this life and commitment for what like I love.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, listening to the whole thing, it really is. You just kind of put to music your affirmations, and that's pretty cool to do. It's it's like you literally you woke up like, I got this, and you made a record out of it, essentially.
Yeah, it is like a lot of affirmations like that. I'm just gonna keep moving and doing what I want to do for as long as I live, right? And keep reminding myself of that, like how grateful you should be,
Yeah.
for this life. So when I forget, listen to this project, when you're feeling like
You're like, this is why I do it.
Yeah.
This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Here's the proof.
For sure. So that project, all 6 songs were completely mixed and mastered by Tommy Vasta, the legend, and it is available on SoundCloud only since the project was all instrumentals from other lo-fi artists. Like these are their songs that I just happen to like rap on. Like they're not necessarily beats that you can even purchase. So I hope the producers, if they've heard them, they enjoyed them, but I never heard from them. So
That means you're good.
But hey, it doesn't matter. It's out for free on YouTube and SoundCloud. And I'm really proud of those songs. And they're like, I also came with the idea of like, I want songs that are fun to perform. Polyamorous, I'm on one. Wake Up and Enjoy. Really fun songs to perform. And all of them are just super meaningful too. And just positive vibes. And that's what we need moving forward.
There you go.
So that was Wake Up and Enjoy. EP, the Lo-Fi EP, dropped November 19th, 2022, at the end of last year. And then fast forward a few weeks later on, I believe it was the 9th of December, I dropped the Spiral Squad Anthem.
I remember
single.
Squad
Anthem. Where we used that sample of K-Shay in the beginning on the pod. Dude, we might have to just play that one clip.
Oh.
Because we're going to listen to the whole.
God, I miss that, dude.
Just the... So anyways, yeah, we'll go deeper into Spiral Squad in a minute when we talk about the project. But then like a week after December, I was going crazy, dude, just releasing everything I was working on at the time. Dropped that, I believe, on the 9th. And then like a week later, me and Callie dropped our single Growing Old.
Love that song.
So, but I do want to talk about it for a second. Where
absolutely.
When we did our first song, Garden of Eden, that Tommy mixed as well, it took a while for that song to come together. But once that one came together, Callie was like, literally, it was like just after we had dropped Garden of Eden in July, he sent me Growing Old and was like, I want you to hop on this one. And I remember I was working Ric Flair's last match, dude, at Municipal Auditorium in Nashville. And he maybe sent it either earlier that day or the day before, but when I got home from Ric Flair's last match, I was just listening to it so much, and I wrote my verse that night to that, and I was like super excited for it. So that was end of July, and then it took us to get it right, and for Tommy because Tommy was also mixing my other shit, in the meantime, and that's what I wanted him to focus on anyways. So me and Callie were able to put Growing Old out in the middle of December, and then the following week is when I dropped the other EP that I was working on while also working on since I moved to Nashville, because there was the single Make a Way that I had put out in September. End of September, I put out a single Make a Way that was produced by Don't Cry Sloan, is the producer that produced all the songs on the Don't Cry Chenzo EP. It's kind of like a collab EP between us, even though we don't know each other. He's reached out to me though, and we've talked. More of cool. When I've tagged him and stuff. And I reached out to him before I dropped the project, emailed, and was like, "This is my idea. I want to do this," and he was all on board for it. He's not like a huge producer on YouTube, but he puts out beats consistently, and I think they're dope. And I actually had the outro of the No Contact project I put out last year before I moved down. Was produced by him. It's called Who I Am Now. And so I kept just following him, listening to his beats all the time, and just became one of my favorite producers and looking forward to everything that Don't Cry Sloan drops. Songs are going to come out of it. So I dropped the Make a Way single in September. And I was like, all right. So then I started making other songs. So that's where, the idea starts forming of like, oh, wait, has similar themes to Wake Up and Enjoy, about like being grateful for what you have and enjoying life and making the most of it. So Don't Cry Chenzo is a little more hype. It's more of like those rage electronic rap type beats. And I'm just letting loose, having fun. And I think Don't Cry Chenzo is a perfect name for it because even with all the bullshit that's going on and sometimes I do get sad, at the end of the day, there's no need. Not like it's okay to cry, but like we talked about this too. It's okay to cry and let that shit out. But at the end of the day, like life is good.
Yeah. So you said this whole Don't Cry Chenzo's by the same producers on all the beats. Was that a conscious decision? Like, did you say, I want to make an album with just this guy's beats?
I think once that I had like several songs that I knew I was gonna make,
you're just like,
I
fuck
was
it.
like, might as well.
Yeah.
Right. And it would be cool exposure for the both of us, I think.
Yeah.
So that's where the project ended up coming together to be 7 songs, and I dropped. Like I said, Make Away was the first single in September, and then Spiral Squad Anthem was the second single a few weeks before that I put it out. And then, so it's 7 songs for 14 minutes. So they're short songs, they're hype, and they're just meant to let loose and have fun and perform. So the title track is called If You Don't Laugh, Then You'll Cry. Which is something Kev always says, dude.
That sounds like a Kev thing.
So I had to make a song about it.
He laughs through lots of misery. He's a miserable man.
Jesus. Shout out Danny. This life is just delightful. So yeah, the first song is called If You Don't Laugh Then You'll Cry, produced by Don't Cry Sloan. And shout out my brother Danny Lightwork. I talk about in the chorus, I said, this is Natty Lightwork, shout out Danny. And at the end I said, this life is just delightful. We call my brother Danny D-Light. And just talking about kind of the beer Natty Light, obviously.
Oh, I know Natty Light.
Just making like, I don't know, using some wordplay to talk about how my flow is so natural. And I do this, it just kind of comes out to me. And I was thinking about it recently too, where looking back at, it's been 5 years, even though I put a lot of work into the songs that I put out, like hours, it just kind of feels like they come out of me, at this point. Looking back, it's like, wow, I don't even really recall exactly how it happened, it just happened, right?
I know the feeling.
So it's just like kind of just flowing out of me in that sense, where it's like, damn, I can't stop it from happening. At this point, I have to do it.
Yeah, and sometimes when you hit like that songwriting stride, and it's just you don't want to stop because like it just keeps going and going. Like this issue we had when we write songs sometimes is like we'll write something and like we'll get pretty far into it, and then like a new idea will pop up, and then let's do that, and then we'll get pretty far into that one. We just don't finish anything. We suck, but.
I think it's exciting though when you get close to finishing, and that gives you that motivation to finish.
And the fact that it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, like it's effortless, just new song after new song kind of vibe. And I feel like that's kind of what you're getting at, right? Like
because I'm trying not to focus too much on what I'm saying, since I've made over 100 songs, right? I'm bound to repeat some lyrics or say some things that I've said before. But it's more of like, can I say it in a way I haven't said it before? Can I deliver it in a different melody? A different, different sound, different vibe. And channeling the vibes, man. And then letting the lyrics just flow from there. There's only so much you can fit in a verse or a chorus, You gotta, how do I want to flow? How is it going to be meaningful without going like too much? There's only so much you can do. That's why I like these short songs. I picked these short songs for a reason, was because I want to I have 2 minutes to give 100%. You know what I mean? There's only so much you can say.
So do you ever find yourself like running into like, I don't know, like a Chenzo cliche? Like when you say like, oh, you're not as focused on the lyrics as you are the flow. Do you find yourself there like fallback lyrics that you lead back on? Like when you write so many songs, like do you just like find yourself getting into a pattern? sometimes with some certain lyrics.
Yeah, I mean, talking about smoking weed a lot, right?
No, but even not even that, but like certain like verbiage and phrase.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something specifically. Not that I can think of anything right now, honestly, but I hear you, and it's more of just like, it's hard because there's only so many vowels you can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm bound to be saying like O or A, like,
Mm-hmm.
and rather just saying like some simple shit, like how can I make something simple more meaningful or sound better, right?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Instead of being so simple, right? It's just like you could just say day, bay, okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be more intricate, I guess, with like my rhymes rather than just have the most simple rhyme there is.
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
It's hard because I'm just trying to be original, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I want something new to be said every time I hop on the mic, which is difficult and why I really don't freestyle. Is because I'm always overthinking. Like, what am I delivering? Is it meaningful enough?
Mm-hmm.
Is it have substance to it? It's not just fucking me just fucking around. Because like anyone could do that. Like artists like fucking like Lil Pump or 6ix9ine could just get on the mic and start screaming or singing some dumb bullshit. Like it's fucking good. It's not. For most part. I mean, obviously, I like even artists I don't like those. There's a song or two that I do like.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, as artists, I just don't enjoy them. No hate. But, I guess we just move forward from that. Right. Also wanted to acknowledge that, like, all these songs, not all of them, but some main influences for this project were an artist, Six Dogs, that passed away in 2021. Huge influence of mine with these, like, almost like, they got these video game sounding samples and just like wavy though, that kind of like vibe to it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Super inspired by him, one of my favorite artists in the last few years. And this producer, how I found this producer actually was by searching up type beats of Six Dogs. Mm-hmm. And that's how I found this producer and kept with him and just kept making songs and kept in touch. So that was cool, just from searching out beats from similar beats to artists that I would enjoy, and then something like that. A whole project was birthed from it.
No, that's cool. That you're able to just, find like inspiration off of an inspiration kind of deal. You're like, I like what this guy's doing. Let me look up stuff similar to it. And you're like, oh, this guy is dope. This is the guy that I'm clicking with. Yeah. And he just happened to have
And he makes a lot of those type beats and other type beats too. And even I'd say artists like Trippie Redd or Lil Uzi who have that more like pop electronic sound in rap. Or melodic and like singing a little bit too as well.
Yeah.
Super inspired by like those two of my favorite artists for sure. Mm-hmm. So then we move forward. I don't think we need to play Make Away. That was a single where it was just like, I'm gonna make a way. I'm gonna figure it out. No matter what, I'm gonna... And then it moves into the third song that I talked about on the last episode of the pod. I Know It, Not Hoping, featuring Joey So Giant, my buddy Joey. Not you. Not Joe's host, my buddy Joey So Giant. We talked a lot about it in the last episode, honestly. We talked about that song. So I'm just going to play it real quick. So if there's anything that like I missed or think we could talk about, we can talk about it. But we literally just did a whole episode with Joey that I'm about to drop before this one. So shout out Joey. I just thought of something too from your last question. If I have things like a Chenzo cliche, I think a lot. I lean towards faith, like the word faith. Like I would tend to rap things with faith,
Yeah.
And Don't Cry Chenzo and Wake Up and Enjoy, like the themes are really similar, right? So a lot of the songs have a lot of similar subject matter to it, right?
Yeah.
So it's a matter of tapping into these different vibes and saying them in a different way, right? And maybe talking about some of the same stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's cool.
right? So even
Yeah.
one of the lyrics in I Know It Not Hoping, and I actually already noticed that, I'm being very aware of it. One of the lines said, I'm a broken record on repeat, because I'm talking about the same
Yeah.
shit over and over, drilling it into my mind to become a more positive person.
That's cool. I was gonna say I like that lyric. That one stood out to me.
Hey, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
So the next song number 4 out of 7 off Don't Cry Chenzo, is called Special Sauce.
Special sauce.
So this Special Sauce is the track we got Joe to do an ad lib on. Hold on, let's play it for the mic.
Oh man.
So yeah, I sampled a video of the boys out and about on Broadway when K-Shay was visiting in town, and there's just a video of me turning the camera to Joe and wearing the fucking lighting up bunny ears, and he just goes, "Where are we going, Vinny?"
Oh, that was a fucked up night.
Where we going, Vinny?
So that was a nice touch to the intro to make it special.
Oh, it was You got my two big moments in this song.
Oh yeah,
My two big Broadway moments. Where we going, Vinny?
Well, that wasn't even a Broadway moment. That was like, I think, just us chilling here, like on this couch one night. Where remember it was like talking about gambling on
probably.
the Celtics. The Celtics are playing tonight. You're like,
That was-
money.
Yeah, it was with K-Shay. We definitely.
I was sending a snap to K-Shay, and you were.
Oh shit, that's right.
And you were.
Oh man.
And I was recording you, and you're like, the Celtics are playing tonight.
Money.
What is it?
That's the game plan, baby. Hey, let me tell you, the Celtics are on tomorrow. Money.
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 So then, like, money, like, just saying money like that is always.
Yeah, okay.
It's like our inside joke.
Yeah,
Not really inside anymore. But
I forget everything that happened. Summer was summer.
Right.
Let's just leave it at that.
So then I say one of the lines in Special Sauce is, "You don't know what's in my cup. Tea and honey, we getting money." And while I'm saying money, Joe's in the background, like, adding a couple layers, going, "Money." So that was dope. Recruiting Joe to add that little sauce on Special Sauce.
The special sauce on special sauce.
I got the game.
It's a bop.
Thank you, sir. That's one of my personal favorites too.
I like that one.
Really fun to perform, and I'm just feeling myself on it, and has that affirmation of, like, I said, like, I'm enough, who I am, like, with my life right now, like, I am enough.
Yeah.
And that's just like, I got the sauce, man, the special sauce.
Yeah.
And, which is great, like, why it works so perfectly to add that. When we were already, my original idea was to only have you do the money thing.
Yeah.
But then we were talking that night, I had you recording it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, actually the clip from you on Broadway say, "Where are we going, Vinny?" would be perfect, because I'm talking about, like, we're going to hit the top, dude. Like, that's
Yeah.
where we're going. So it just fit
it works
perfectly.
out.
I think. Right? So life is good. So that brings us to the next song. It's called Bless Up, because we just blessed to be here.
I like that one. I noticed. I shouldn't say noticed, but I liked. You did a lot. You didn't like hit like the like the ER. You like what?
Yeah.
Then I thought that was
Bless
cool. Yeah.
Because the name of the beat, I think, was called Mesa, like Mesa.
Yo, Mesa, the Mesa Boogie.
So I don't know. It was just that pronunciation. It was just like how it just like was flowing on it,
Yeah. No, I thought that was cool. No, I thought that was cool. I like that.
And some meaningful, like, behind Bless Up, just like, I'm a man of God. We are just talking about how I talk about faith a lot, right? It's like, whatever it is, the God, the universe, like, I'm so glad that everything has unfolded for me and you to be right here, right now. Because it was meant to happen. We are obviously meant to be here if we are here,
Yeah.
And just trusting that And I said, like, even if I fuck up, like, I'm still legit. Because, like, I'm just going to learn from it and move forward.
That's all you can do. Fuck ups are a part of life.
Blessed up, man.
As long as you learn from it, it's not a fuck up the first time. It's a fuck up the second time.
Right?
This is the way I look at it.
Hey, so you're bound to fuck up along the way, but, things happen for a reason. And I'm just super blessed to be here and thankful to be here. And that's a really turned up, fun song, too, to perform.
I bet.
Bless up. Flex up, but I'm not a wrestler. Yes, sir.
I love that. I love it. Yes,
All right, so track number 6 or 7, Spiral Squad anthem. We just talked about it a little bit. But Spiral Squad anthem. As an honorary member of the Spiral Squad, Joe, how do we feel about that?
That's right.
song?
I forgot. I'm the Nashville ambassador.
Ambassador.
Yeah, it's a bop.
Thanks, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
Bow go viral, man.
Like, right? Yeah, exactly. That's just like, me and my squad, when we go out, we're all busy people, like I spend a lot of time working on music and shit, but you best believe if the Spiral Squad's going out, it's going down, that's... So, like, I wanted that song done to, like, perform at the shows I did back home, Thanksgiving and Christmas, because, like, it was...
You have those guys
I talk about,
turn.
right? And I said, like, it's going down when I'm back in town,
Yeah.
Like, and now every time I go back home, it's like, I'm probably going to throw down, honestly.
As you gotta.
Right?
It's not a successful trip back home unless you rip.
So I guess I got a part 2, for the Spiral Squad anthem.
On the breaking news?
On the Life is Hype project. It's not going to be called Spiral Squad Anthem 2, but it's basically a continuation of it. Because basically, if the Spiral Squad's going out and getting lit, what's going on? We getting dizzy, baby. It's called Dizzy. So I got a banger called Dizzy I'm working on.
There we go.
It's also about just like me and my squad when we going out. When the Spiral Squad goes out, bro, we getting dizzy, baby. We getting litty. Right?
Oh, you know it.
Makes
You
sense.
fucking know it. Oh, absolutely.
So that would be good for this summer, right? So the last song, outro of Don't Cry Chenzo is called The Good New Days. Basically talking about how these times that we're currently living in, one day we're going to be like, dude, remember the good old days when we were first living in Nashville or whatever. People, and whether it's high school or college, or people always looking back on the good old days. Nah. The times that we're living in, that you're currently living, the present moment is the good new days.
Yeah, it's like that quote from The Office. I wish someone would write a song about, like the good old days, like before they were the good old days.
Yeah, before you knew.
Before they were gone or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I fucking forgot.
You fucked it.
It's Andy Bernard.
I know.
Who cares?
That was actually my neighbor's senior quote in high school.
Oh shit!
Shout out Johnny Mung.
Look at that.
But anyways, good new days.
I like that one. It was nice.
I really like that one a lot too, and it really just sets the tone moving forward.
Yeah.
Like I dropped that on December 23rd. Don't Cry Chenzo came out last year. So that was like my last project of the year, and just setting the vibes up for 2023, right? In the intro of the Good New Days, I said 2022 to the moon, 23 to infinity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was reaching for the stars this year. Like I worked on some of the best music, the most music I've ever had in 2022, and just talking about how every day moving forward at the present moment is a gift, and you
just gotta take advantage of it
and enjoy it.
Yeah,
and appreciate the present rather than just dwelling or missing the past.
Exactly.
So yeah, I was really am a fan of that song and the whole project for sure. Just the progression is real from the first project till now. I think Don't Cry Chenzo was my 9th project.
God damn.
So my upcoming project is gonna be the 10th project that I put out. We'll get to that in a second. So after Don't Cry Chenzo, a week later on New Year's Eve, I dropped Listen, a single also with my brother Joey So Giant. We talked about that in the last pod. We don't really need to get into it now. So that was the last song for 2022. And then I kicked off 2023, my 24th birthday on New Year's Day with Never Let Up. We talked about it briefly with, I had written it years ago, maybe three years ago.
Yeah.
So 2020 probably, probably that summer pandemic vibes, honestly.
Oh,
was writing that, you know, and it goes back to a lot of the themes too I was talking about in these last two projects where, you know, if I don't give up, I'm winning. As long as I'm out here doing my thing, I'm winning. If I never give up, I can never fucking lose.
There you go.
Right? So
That makes, as long as you
be
keep
on a winning streak.
Yeah, you keep swinging, eventually you're going to hit. You just got to keep swinging.
Or I said that and I know it not hoping. I said, I'm going to shoot my shot till it goes in.
Exactly.
You know? I'm out here practicing until my shot is filthy. When I shoot my shot, I'm confident. You know, it's probably going to go in. You know?
Absolutely, dude. It's like J.R. Smith. Keep shooting.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hoist them.
Hoist.
Hoist them up, baby.
So, as of like the moment that me and Joe are in right now, not as you watching it, Never Let Up is my most recent single. But as of you watching this, I have a new single out.
Oh, shit.
Titled Smash.
I didn't know about this.
So, yeah, Smash is going to be a single off the Life is Hype project. You know, more of that like upbeat pop electronic vibes, kind of really short song, but I'm letting loose on it. And, you know, it's kind of just capture the vibes of how wild it's been living in the city of Smash the last year, you know. And it's kind of almost like a celebration song for 1 year of living in Nash. So I'm going to drop it on
the 1 year.
Yeah, so on April 1st.
April Fool's Day, baby.
Yeah. So it's already out by the time you guys are watching it. So Smash, produced by Don't Cry Sloan too. Another Don't Cry Sloan
There you
beat.
go.
So
It's a Don't Cry Sloan endorsement.
shout out Don't Cry Sloan. Legend. Love your beats. Much love. And yeah, that song, Smash, is out now on all streaming services, and I'm going to film a music video for it real soon, too. I want to invest in some great visuals this year. There's some good artists that I've seen that work with other hip-hop artists in the city, you know. You know what I'm saying? There's some visual artists I've done my research on from seeing who they work with, like, in the city, right? So I want to reach out to a few people, see if they can work with the budget I have, and get some high-quality visuals and art for my music this year and invest in it. And just make it look great.
Yeah, fuck it. There you go.
Match the sounds that I'm putting out. So, yeah, Smash is out everywhere. And up next is, like, the two projects that I said I'm working on.
Yes. What do you got going on
What
there?
I got going on? So, the first one, I'm either going to drop a single from it or the whole project, depending on if I can finish it in time, on 420. These are stoner rap vibes.
I know the vibe of rushing a project for 420.
I'm not trying to rush it though.
Well,
It's
yeah,
more,
no,
more
that's
of just
why.
like a goal. You know, if I
so-
can't get it done, then I can't get it done.
It's like, and if you can't get it done, you got a single lined up to drop on
Yeah.
420.
Yeah.
Something's coming out 420.
Yeah, something's coming out on 420 after. So Smash, that would be the next thing after Smash. Either
Okay.
a single or the whole project. So I have 4 songs done right now, and I have about 4 more to finish. So it's going to be like 8 songs total.
Okay.
And Never Let Up's one of them, so that one's already out. It's a single.
Mhm.
It's the outro on the project. The project's called In Rotation. I've had this idea for In Rotation since summer of 2018. When I wrote that song, I'm Good, which is also on there. I can show it to you if you want, you know, if you want to get into that.
Whatever you feel.
And one of the other songs to you. That might be the single. Who knows which one would be? Maybe you can have your input of which one should be the single, right?
Power.
It's going to be one of these other 3 other than Never Let Up that I finished. So, yeah, these next couple weeks, my main focus is to finish In Rotation for 420. Because that's what I've been saying I'm going to drop it every year since, bro. Honestly, every year since 2018, I've been like, 420, I'm dropping the Stoner Project. Never happened. And there were songs that I wrote back then that I had intended for it to be on there, but I think that I'm only going to go with Never Let Up being the only single other than the one that might come out 420, unless it's the whole project, right? So it's just super chill, stoner vibes, positive vibes, and it is songs you can smoke to. Like, that was the intention of it from the beginning, especially because, like, with my first song, Night Rider, that was a song to smoke to. It was a little emotional, but it was also like driving at night, smoking. Like, that was the vibe I was trying to capture. So, like, these songs are meant to be songs you can smoke to, but also have a very positive underlying message to it. Like, these are the songs to keep in rotation while you got joints in rotation to keep the positive thoughts in rotation. You know what I mean? So you're always thinking positively if you got these songs in rotation. Kind of like Wake Up and Enjoy, similar, but way more of like you're supposed to smoke weed to this shit. I have a song called "I Got a J" on there.
Oh, that doesn't tell you.
Right. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. Even though honestly, I'm more excited about the more pop project for that I'll put out this summer. We'll get into that. I was more excited about that when it's hard because I keep finding more of like the pop beats that I want to write to, right? So that's like more what's inspiring to me right now is to write to those kind of beats. But at the end of the day, I know I want to put this project out, so I have to focus on it, you know?
Yeah.
And recording these songs, I'm like, wow, I'm sounding like so good, even like in this more hip hop, like stoner rap vibe, you know? And like, 'cause I'm singing a little bit too, just catching those wavy flows, bro. Like I'm spitting, but I'm also doing some catchy shit, right?
Yeah. No, that's cool. I'm excited to hear that stuff. Like, because like you said, Knight Rider was like a comp basically for the vibe of this kind of new project.
Right, because that's what people like from right off the bat. That's what they knew me for.
Yeah.
Right, you know, and even like my first couple songs, I had a song called "Late Night Sesh" right off the bat. You know, shout out Jake Palin, Nylab, he produced that. You know, so like, I was like, those are my vibes when I first started making music. I was hitting those stoner pockets. You know,
Yeah.
Even though some of them were a little bit more emotional too, which made sense why I got really emotional for a period of time and made a lot of emo music. Right, I got through that, and now even like songs like "I'm Good" that I wrote in 2018 are coming out now, and I'm super excited for that song to be out too.
It's the Chenzo rebrand.
Like, we good, baby. We live in the dream in Tennessee.
There we go. Yeah, no, it's cool that you're able to take those old songs and find a place for them.
Instead of not doing anything with it, right?
Yeah.
Because I actually had recorded it several times. I recorded it that summer of 2018. I tried to record it again spring semester of our senior year, 2021. And it just never got done and where I was happy with it. And I knew it was going to be on In Rotation anyways. And I just kept pushing In Rotation off because I was working on whatever was inspiring me at the time. You know, whether it was those lo-fi songs last year or even going back further, it was more of the emotional music that I was drawn to record. You know, in 2021, I did that more like pop punk mixtape too, you know, with like Young and Dumb on there and stuff, which were fun. Like I enjoy those vibes. Some of them are a little cringy now, but it's like the growth is there.
So that's just one of those. So how of the new project, how much of them are like new songs that say you've written in the last year and a half?
Say
Of the 8 songs that are going to be on In
look, I have the
Rotation.
track list right in front of me. I don't know why I'm like trying to visualize the track list, dude. I really say only 2 of them are new.
No, okay. So just going back to an earlier question. So you have the 2 newer songs with the 6 older ones, and you don't do too much editing to the older ones.
That's the thing. Some of them are just ideas that I started and never finished. So maybe I have a chorus and a couple bars and I haven't finished it. And now I'm about to go in and get it done. You know what I mean? Now that I've listened to it so many times, I have a solid idea for it. Now how am I going to fill in the gaps, right?
I got you.
Yes.
No, is it?
Like, I still have to finish writing some of them.
Yeah. No, that's just like, it's such an interesting thing in my mind. Just just to have like a 5-year-old song to revisit it and just be like, it's good to go.
It's tough, man. You know, it's just an honest question you have to ask yourself. Do I want to make this song? You know, is it something that I want to put out? Is it something that I should commit my time to, or should I just move on to something else and trash it, or use these lyrics for something else?
Yeah, no, that's just one of those things like what if, because you said, obviously, as you write, you get better at writing. Mm-hmm. So, like, if this is a song from 5 years ago, are there any, like, of course, you could have just nailed it.
Yeah.
It's
I switched a couple bars.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Like when you're like editing and stuff, like you're like,
maybe that wasn't the best line.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like stuff like that.
For sure. And I'm good at specifically, I remember there was like 2 bars in the first verse and 2 bars in the second verse where I switched it, and I like it better now too. I switched it. It just didn't really resonate with the positive vibes I guess I was trying to get across, and just like didn't fit, and I was like, that could be better.
Yeah, it's because like you're in a different place now.
And even then, like up until the point where I'm recording it, I'm always like making clean copies of my lyrics. So like I'm gonna, because sometimes you have an extra syllable in there, an extra word in there, you have to clean up your lyrics. I like having a clean copy of my lyrics. So like from when I actually start writing the song to when I have the finished lyrics of it, there's probably like 10 plus versions, of
just,
or maybe just a couple or a handful, of
cut this out, put this in, flip that around.
Whatever. Until you get the clean verse right there. That's how it's supposed to be. And then by that point, I have it memorized, So it's more of a natural delivery, too, when I record it.
That's cool. I like that.
It's like, so, like, I'm good. Like, I might have to look at that's the most recent song I recorded. A couple days ago, actually. And then, that was more of, like, I might have to reference it a few times since it's been so long. But, like, I'm spinning most of that from memory. Or even another song, Infinity, same thing. Wrote that around the time I wrote Never Let Up, a couple years ago. And it's like, wow, I got this shit down, man.
It's still in there.
Yeah. So you want to hear him?
Yeah, go ahead.
That was good. Right there, baby.
There you go. It was good.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, shit!
You'll have to wait to hear it, though.
Yeah, fuck y'all. No, don't. No, I didn't
Much
mean
love
that.
to our endless enjoyment listeners.
Absolutely, I didn't mean that at all. Fuck Kev is what I meant.
Fuck that whore.
The Kev hate is strong on this channel.
See what he's doing without you here.
Show up for more podcasts, Kev.
But yeah, so with In Rotation, within rotation though, like you can tell from that song and the songs I'm about to show you too, that compared to Don't Cry Chenzo especially, these songs are a lot longer. Like Don't Cry Chenzo, those like 2-minute songs. These are like 3.5, 4-minute songs. Like very, just like multiple choruses in there with long, meaningful verses, Yeah. And it's just one big song. Instead of it just being like quick and to the point, it's like more of a developed song.
Yeah, it's like a stoner vibe.
Just riding, vibing.
As you do.
So this one's the Infinity one. And I really think from though I'm good in this song and the next one, you're just gonna see, bro, like my flow, dude, compared to the past, dude, is just like almost seamless at this point. I think it's like I'm just getting super confident in moving from one flow to the next and adding those layers that make it seamless. Make it sound beautiful, wavy. The outro, dude.
Yeah, I like that little melody and the chorus.
Yeah, with the guitar too.
Yeah. I like that. That's really cool.
Thanks, bro. And I think so. The name of the song is called Infinity, but also in parentheses Every Which Way, and it goes back to like the outro of Spiral Squad Anthem, where I'm like, it's the music, the podcast, the vlogs, the events, all that. Like that's where I'm talking about. Like I'm a man of many hats. Like I'm an artist. I'm a producer. I'm a fucking podcast host. I'm a fucking just so many different hats that I wear. I'm like, I manage myself as an artist. Like, I'm a fucking bud tender now, dude. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm a man of many hats, and I'm going to get this money in every way. As J. Coyle would say, all these different revenue streams, bro. I'm going to have, shout out, but I'm going to have them flowing in, through all these different revenue streams, you know what I mean? Manifesting that shit.
That's what you got to do.
So the other last song I have finished right now for In Rotation is called Her Favorite Song. Originally titled Me, Mary Jane, and My New Lady. Kevin was like, it's probably you should change that, bro. Yeah, so it's called Her Favorite Song.
Yeah, for a shitty podcast host, that might have been a good idea by Kev.
Yeah, basically just the song is manifesting like the right woman into my life, right? You know? This is going to be her favorite song. Feeling myself on that one, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Just manifesting a bad woman into my life, dude. You know, that's there to support me and smoke weed.
You came out fucking spitting on that one too.
Thank you,
I
man.
really liked that first couple bars. Like it just.
When I'm like manifesting with my mind, the stone wizard, the go getter, don't smoke swishers.
Yeah, dude, I fucking that was cool.
Only papers, we fly now and we fly later. No nicotine for me, just love my greens and my diet. I'm flying, yeah, I'm gone. A lot going on in my mind and my life, but I stay strong.
Exactly. I like that. That was it was a hot start. It was a hot start. I like that.
So I'm thinking this should be the single.
Yeah, that would be probably correct.
Yeah, leave the other songs for the project.
Yeah, like this.
I think so.
This one starts hot.
So what do you think? So of what you've heard of In Rotation, do you think like it makes sense of what I've been telling you about it?
Yeah, no, I see the. I definitely get those. Less because I know Knight Rider was the comp. It definitely was more of a not party, but more of a social smoking sesh.
Yeah,
like
easy going.
Easy, like high vibes, but not high energy.
Exactly, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, no, I pick
Right.
up on that.
Hell yeah. So yeah, In Rotation, single dropping on 420 or the whole project on 420. So stay tuned.
It's one of the
We'll
two.
see, you know,
One of the
it's
two.
coming though, ASAP. Like I'm telling you, In Rotation, ASAP, and then that brings us to my next idea and other main focus of right now, and what I'm really inspired to work on is yes, Life is Hype, the pop club banger fucking mixtape. I guess these are both mixtapes; they aren't albums. You know, maybe I do have leases to some of the beats, but am I gonna be able to purchase beats for every single one of these beats? I don't know. Maybe in the future, like I'll put these mixtapes on streaming. But for now, like I'm working on all these smaller projects and EPs, mixtapes, singles, working towards my next like big commercial album, like big commercial project. And I've actually foreshadowed the name of that project of the next album already in a song too. I forget which song it is, honestly. I'm not gonna bring it up now, but
All right.
I'm saying I have foreshadowed the name of my next album in one of my songs. I don't remember which one it is. Honestly, I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, any questions about the new project before we like start wrapping this thing up?
Well, I mean, you said it's pop. It's I fucking love the pop beats. So I guess more or less to go back on when you were talking about like leasing out the beats. So like I feel like I've asked this before, but when you go about like getting your beats, like do you go in with a plan to like just lease them, or do you go in with like a plan to hopefully buy the rights to it? Like, or
I've never thought about buying the rights like exclusively to a beat, honestly, because that shit's mad expensive, dude. You know,
Okay.
obviously, like once I have the means to do it, I'll go back and buy exclusively all the beats that I can. You know, if they're still available.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just so I can have that ownership over the songs that I have. But now it's more of like if I'm buying a lease, it's a small lease so that I can record it, I can put it out, I can make money off performing it. You know, and then it's able to generate like X amount of streams, which is usually like 50,000 for like, you know, an MP3 lease, you know, it's like $30, $25 for an MP3 lease, or a Wave lease is like $40, you know, depending on what you buy. You know, I'm just more of doing those so that I can perform them if I want to. I can record them. I can get the beat without like any producer tags on it if there are. There's actually one song In Rotation that like I really wanted to record, but guess what? The producer doesn't have the beat available on BeatStars anymore, and the one that's on YouTube just has the BeatStars.com all over the fucking beat. You know what I mean? It's like this great song that I wrote to it is just not gonna come out, you know, ever.
Damn. That kind of sucks.
So that's why it's probably gonna be like the project was gonna be like 10 songs. You know, it's probably gonna be 8 now. You know,
So
for
like
In Rotation.
has beat making ever been something that you've thought about doing, like making your own beats?
Yeah. My main priority though, like since college and since I started rapping, write, record, perform songs. That's my main focus. Get good at doing that, and like, I will get into making beats. Just like, if I go make a beat today, it's not gonna sound as good as the ones I can find online or the ones that my friends can make. Same reason why even I rely on Tommy to mix and master my tunes. I can learn to start mixing and mastering my tunes myself, but it's not gonna sound as good as Tommy can do.
Yeah, but I also just don't agree with that. I'm very pro outsourcing mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
Like even if I could do it,
it's all in the essence of getting the best record you can. We're all playing our role to make the record as best.
Yeah, no, I like getting those extra sets of ears on it, because you get ear fatigue if you keep listening to the same thing over and over again. You think, oh, this is it, and it probably sounds like dog shit.
Absolutely, I do like having those conversations, even with like Callie. Me and him, I show him like everything I'm working on, just to get that artist conversation going. Or even when me and you hang out, like I show you what I'm working on, just to have that other ear, and we can talk about it and have another opinion on it. And then you can just shape it, take whatever you learn from that conversation and make it better.
Yeah. So, at what point do you think you'd be comfortable starting to make beats? Because, like, if not now, then when?
When I'm making a good living off my music. I think that would give me more freedom to, like, feel like, oh, I have plenty of time to go fuck around and make shitty beats, That
makes sense. But
right now, I'm more of, like, I want to make it as a vocal artist, and I am, like, I'm going to.
Yeah.
And that's my main objective, is like to put as much music out as I can, grow as much, and I want to perform. I want to hit the road within the next like year or two.
Good goals to have. I mean, you had your first show recently down here, right?
I performed at an open mic, here, and I'm actually probably gonna host my own event too.
Really?
At my new job.
Your place of hire.
Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure I can say it. I've been.
Why not? I mean, their business, Holistic Collection, right?
The Holistic Connection.
Fuck. God damn it.
THC, baby. Legal THC. Your boy's a bud tender now. Slanging that legal THC. And it's a great time. And, yeah, it's a cool place. And I'm probably going to be hosting some events there this summer. I'm definitely going to be hosting some events there this summer. And I think, I'm going to film that Smash music video there, too, which I got to show you Smash. And a couple of the ideas I have for the pop project, and then we'll wrap this shit up.
All right, sounds good. So
this is the demo for Smash, and I actually made some cover art recently too that I want to show you too as well.
Can do. There's another one. It came in hot.
So you're listening to this podcast, and my new single Smash is out now on all streaming platforms. So go stream Smash. Music video coming soon. Life is Hype coming soon.
Absolutely.
Probably not. I mean, not to say probably not. Just not that soon. Life is Hype is coming by the end of the summer, because I'm just going to make as many pop fucking club bangers by that time and then put them all out.
One of these days, Slim McGraw's going to be slinging that shit.
Yeah, for real,
FGL.
I was just saying that, to Kev, though. I was like, I'm finna take over the clubs this summer. Like, these are bangers, bro. Like, and that'd be so surreal to be up in FGL this summer and have my music playing in there.
God damn, that would be wild.
It would be. Let's make it happen.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be insane.
Push the shit out of it.
I'm going to.
To the moon.
I'm excited to show you some of these songs I've been working on. So, yeah, I'll just show you. I don't know if I have any that are actually done, but, like, I just have, like, ideas that are really good. So this one's called Paradise. I'm going to get Callie on this one.
Paradise.
I'm also trying to get Callie on, like, several of these, dude, because, like...
He's good at the
that
pop
funky
club banger.
pop. Yeah,
he's good at that shit.
So I'm super excited for that one. I think that one's going to be a banger in the summer. Like, I literally told Callie, like, if you hop on this, you're coming down, and we're filming a music video, running around the city getting fucked up. Like...
As you should.
It just fits the vibe, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Just fast-paced. We're just having fun. Living in a paradise, right? So then I have another one that I wanted to get him on called Someone. It's a little more moody, but still a banger. So like I send this to Callie, like the second verse is open, write something to it, right? And then there's another chorus at the end of it. Actually, I did finish one song, like demo version of it. produced by Henny Beats. We got
Henny
a Henny Beat
Beats.
on there. Henny's usually not doing the pop shit. He's more of like the drill music, dude. Like the trap, fucking hard, fucking rap shit. This is like a fucking banger, dude. It's already done.
It sounds like it could be on Rocket League.
Rocket League.
That's a good thing. They have a lot of that style.
I'm excited for that one. So I got 2 more to show you. One, I also want to get Callie on. I think both I actually want to get Callie on. They said, if not, like if all these songs don't end up on Life is Hype, me and Callie are probably gonna have like our own EP or project coming out eventually. You know?
Bro, I could see it.
We should do it for sure. This one's called Love Me Now, Not Later. I fucking with this one heavy. This is like some house deep bass shit, dude. I think it would be sweet.
Yeah, no, that definitely has Cali vibes all over it.
All right, one more. Short idea. I just wrote this chorus the other day and I was like, damn, I'm fucking with it. It's called Jump the Gun. That's all I got.
I like that. No, that was cool.
I think that's going to be a sick chorus, dude.
Yeah, I like that. That was good.
And kind of just about how, like, you know, people distract themselves, like, going out and partying and shit. And sometimes they get too fucked up doing that, pretty much. It's like saying, like, you know, still the night's young. We already fucking killed the club. I jumped the gun. Like, I got so fucked up, I threw up, pretty much. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, oh, yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm going to show you from that's probably most of what I have, honestly, for the Life Type and the direction I'm going in for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to get, like, electronic-y with it. Even, like, you notice, like, some of the times where I'm, like, repeating lyrics. So, like, run it up. Like, I want to do, like, some, like, glitching, like, effect on the vocals there. Like, and I'm really inspired by this group I just saw, Basement East, Pop Tropica Sluts, bro. Like, that's my shit right now. Like, those guys, like, got that really, that, I don't even know how to describe their music. I do, but I'm like, but it's like hyper pop, emo, rap, electronic dance music. Like, all their songs are a little bit different, but like they have like a really like almost EDM element to it, and they do that like glitching sound with their vocals and stuff. And I wanted to do just kind of like a lighter version of that, like not go crazy with it.
Yeah.
But you know, it could fit those pop vibes for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Electronic vibes too.
Oh yeah, no, like that's it.
So what do you think?
I like it. I like that shit. Like I'm weird. I like. I shouldn't like that music based on what I
what you play?
listen to, but no, I'm always, you know, down the clown with the with the funky hyper pop shit.
Right, yeah.
It's so like the club music. It's fun.
Right, yeah. I want it to be funky and fun and dance. Like, I want people to dance, and I like, because I've been taking cold showers recently, dude.
You're fucking nuts.
The last month straight, dude.
That's
I don't do only cold water. Like, I love hot water, but like for a song or a minute in the shower, I'm fucking turning that water as cold as it can. And usually, like, I have like a banger EDM like track, like, or something like by those guys, and just turn up and just embrace it. You know what I mean? And it feels like $1 million fucking dollars, dude. And just like those vibes, I want to have that vibe all fucking summer. Just turning up, getting lit, embracing that cold water. Any fucking challenge or stress that comes my way, I don't give a fuck. I'm out here enjoying myself. And just getting out of my comfort zone too, you know, like dancing is like not the most comfortable thing, you know. People nowadays are like, no one's really like dancing when they go in the club. Everyone's got their phones out and shit or whatever. It's like, I'm trying to let loose and have fun. And like Callie really helped me like get out of my comfort zone with the first 2 tracks that we made together. It was definitely getting out of my comfort zone. And I really just want to lean into that, dude.
Yeah, fuck it. Go with it.
And since like that's my favorite music to listen to right now, why not make some similar shit to it?
Exactly. That makes all the sense in the world.
Right?
Yeah.
It's weird though, because most people, you know, they just see me as like the stoner, right? And that's like, I'm out here doing so much different shit since I started. Even like some people were like, oh, I'm not sure about the emo stuff, but there's people that like that stuff, you know. And there's people that, you know, I gotta try different things, and I like it all, you know. So
yeah. So why not make it? Fuck it.
And
make what you want to make.
There will be someone out there like, and I'm gonna be pushing it more than ever. 2023 is my year. It's a hugely pivotal year. I just want to make as much music as I can, release as much music I can, do visuals, as many podcast episodes as I can, meet new people, just making those good connections and enjoying life. Get
Absolutely.
the fuck up and enjoy it. You know,
Yeah. Wake up and enjoy.
I really think that puts on a good, wrap to the whole thing. I appreciate you taking the time, brother.
I do what I can.
to
I
sit
was
down.
listen. I was just here to drive the bus. Like you not drive the bus. You drove the bus. I'm just here. I'm just here to help guide it.
I appreciate it, bro. Just because, like you said, I needed to talk more about what I've been doing and creating, and this gave me the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, you just bust your nut. Just get it out.
For real though, and it is it's just like a weight off my shoulders to be like I've expressed as much as I can about what I'm working on, and builds that narrative too to when I'm releasing these things as I go on. People can understand how it all came together.
And it gives you a public deadline.
True, and a goal. Something's coming out 420.
It forces your hand in the way, which sometimes is what you need.
For real, because no matter what, how many songs I get done, Life is Hype is coming out this summer, because those are the club bangers we need this summer.
It's like sometimes if you're slugging on something and it's just not moving, set a deadline
or move to something that
Kicks
is
your
gonna
ass.
inspire you to finish it. That's why right now it's harder for me to focus on these stoner vibes when I'm really excited to write these pop bangers. But give it its time. Because by the time, the end of the summer comes around, bro, I'm going to have even more songs. I really think Life is Hype could be 20 tracks, dude.
Oh, goddamn.
Because right now it's already looking like 12.
Oh, shit.
And if I write more bangers in the next fucking, what month is it? Fucking April now?
Yeah,
so,
not yet, but basically.
So in the next 3 or 4 months, by August, how many more bangers am I going to write,
It's a good thing, but that's another one of those weird things. By the end of the summer, it's going to be out, but you want to put it out towards the start of the summer,
No, because you got to keep those good vibes in the fall too. It's still going to be good weather out here. We're still going to be having fun. We got to keep.
Yeah, I know you.
Right? No, and then there's always next summer. Right? I do want to have a lot of these ideas, or I want to continue them. There could be a sequel of In Rotation in the future, or Life is Hype, or they've all kind of, even Life is Hype, I think was a direct connection to Don't Cry Chenzo. It was an easy transition to go from that to these vibes. Even some of the songs are produced by Don't Cry Sloan. Just keeping those vibes, and I even said in Wake Up and Enjoy, Life is Hype. I was already thinking about those vibes, coming. And now it's just a little bit more pop than hip-hop ragey,
Yeah.
Right? And dancey, So, right? As we wrap this up, I'm just working my way to that second album. I have the name of it already. I know what it is, what it's going to be. I'm just letting it happen. I'm not... That's one thing I won't put a date on. That album... When it's ready, I will know. Because I'm going to record so many fucking songs, so many mixtapes, so many little projects to get whatever songs are needed for that album. Whenever it's ready, it's going to come out.
There you go.
It's not going to be this year.
Man with a plan.
That's all I can say. It's not going to be this year. And my goal is to just go on my first tour, really, as soon as possible. Do more shows. Grow healthier, stronger. More faithful, right? Enjoy, just write, record, perform, and eventually getting into being able to do everything, being able to produce, making the beats myself, engineering myself. Eventually, just slowly move into doing that and learning more about it. And I'm super thankful for Tommy and everyone else has just helped me get me to where I am. I wouldn't sound as good as I do without people like Tommy. Or all the other people that I've helped. So it's super blessed to be putting out great tunes, just because I'm writing good tunes and gotten better at performing them, and I enjoy performing them.
That's all. It's all you can ask for. Just keep getting better.
And having fun. As long as you're having fun, dude.
Yeah, that's
the
what
fact
it
that we're
is.
getting better through the process is fucking dope, And the progression's clear. From me now to me 5 years ago, it's night and day,
As it should be. It just means you're keeping the vibes up. You're having a good time, and you're getting better doing it. And that's the goal at the end of the day.
For real. And who knows where we'll be at in a couple more years, dude. We're gonna be on top of Nashville. I'm gonna give these country artists a run for their money, dude. I'm gonna be the biggest fucking pop artist in Nashville, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, just want to keep making good connections, you know. Trust that what's meant for me is meant for me, right? I'm just looking at my notes. Just how I want to make more meaningful connections. Be a good friend and supporter. Just like support my friends that I think are dope too. Is why I have the podcast. I appreciate you being that good friend to me, allowing me to talk about what I got going on. Because usually I'm the one allowing other people to talk about what they got going on. I really needed this, so thank you.
Yeah, of course. You know, you got all that stuff built up. It's just all that shit you're doing, and it's tough when you have like an outlet that allows other people to do it, and you're on the other side of it. Right. Sometimes you just want to be like, I just want to tell everyone what I'm doing. And you got to blow that load today.
Try not to make it too much about myself when I'm trying to. Because I do talk about myself on the pod, obviously, dude. I'm hosting it, too. So it's like, you know, I'm also trying to learn from these artists that I have on by also getting them to talk about what they got going on. Mm-hmm. And that's something I would like to do this year and in the future, find other podcasts to get on and have them interview me and, you know, show love to their, whatever their program is, you know, and thus like giving me more exposure as well, more opportunities, and who knows, dude, and just fucking new ideas, more content. More than ever, dude. I gotta do some cover songs and shit too this year. Didn't do any last year, but I want to. I have some ideas for some. But yeah, this is a huge year, 2023. Big shit happening, big moves. Max Keeble, big stepping stone. Get up, enjoy yourself. Thanks, Joe, for helping me with this.
All right, so I guess that's gonna conclude this episode of the Endless Enjoyment Podcast.
Episode 35.
It was episode 35. I know that because, you know, I'm the host.
But for real, we should have Joe back as like a reoccurring guest. Like me, you, and like if we can't get a guest on like short notice, like because I want to keep the episodes are coming out weekly now. We're stacking them up. The episodes are coming. The wait is over. There's no more break. Like the podcasts are coming. And even if it's just one podcast for like 45 minutes a week and it's me, Kevin, fucking Joe hanging out, like we got to do it.
I got stories, man.
I'm sure, dude. We all did. But, and we're creating more memories together down here, so it's awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're only going to be neighbors for a little bit longer, too, so.
Yeah, because you guys got that shit going on.
Yeah, we'll get into that when it happens.
Yeah, when it goes down.
Y'all know. But, yeah, big things are happening this summer, and I'm looking forward to it and just trying to appreciate every day. You know, every day's a blessing. Shout out the ones that are supporting. Much love to all y'all.
All right, we're gonna end it with we love the Kev hate. Fuck Kev.
No.
You better keep.
Kev.
You better keep all of the Kev hate in this fucking video.
Who's hating on Kev?
I'm hating on Kev.
He's just gonna watch him and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's what I want.
Just don't tell him.
Yeah, I want him to text me when he watches it.
You're gonna have to watch.
Yeah, I want him to text me and be like, "How many different times did you tell me to go fuck myself during this podcast?" It's gonna be like, I don't know, like 6.
Tell him one more time.
Yo, Kev, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Imagine you just walked in. That'd be hilarious. We just get him on the pod for a second. You guys have an argument. But yeah, so just a lot of new music coming out. I'm feeling better than ever and just super excited for the future. Super grateful for my friends. Shout out Joe's Hose. And all you dope people supporting. This is going to be a great year. Much love. City of Smash, baby. Go stream new single Smash out now everywhere. Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you. Enjoy.
Smash. Yeah, we putting up these stats. Time keeps on moving fast. Yeah, so I guess it's been a blast. Foot on the. Yeah, we only smoking gas. Yeah, good pack, that's a fact. Back in the crib making songs that'll pay off in the long run. Plaques on the wall, my future home, moving towards my goals. I'm dreaming big.